do. But, right then, hat on, let's go. Well, here we are again, sort of halfway along a sort of gravel spit that goes out and splits the middle lake with the main lake. This is where Ian got taken out last year, so let's hope I don't manage to copy him. We're sort of opposite where we were last week, which is over here. I've been looking back through my records, and I didn't do too badly out of the middle lake this time of the year in April, so I'm going to sort of head back here, well, not here, but over there, and yeah, this is the sort of like double gravel swim and the tower where you've seen us fish before. Down from that, follow me on my videos and things, and way opposite over there is where we were last week, out there. I didn't see anything when I arrived at all, realistically, so it's basically sort of on a bit of a hunch what I've produced fish in the past before filming. I did nearly come in here because I can sort of tuck myself away slightly better, but there is a northerlies and that's going to be blowing right in my face, and there is 30-40 mile an hour winds picked up, and I've just spotted someone over in the swim I'd have gone in anyway, just over on the far side there, so I reckon they were down during the day anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to get in there. I've gone in my little secret swim. That's about it, really. No, we're gonna on this little hunch over here, which I think will be a good one, really. It's produced fish from me before several times. There's a sort of a bay area here. And watch where I'm going. It's still quite boggy around here. A bay area here that they do frequent, but I don't really overly frequent it that much. Only people ever seem to get small ones out here, including me. If you fish further out off the end of that point, there's a swim there, but no one seems to be able to catch from the swim. They're very conscious of you being there. I tried all sorts of tactics and never managed to succeed. But yeah, no, it's all tucked up safely around here. What I do is I just walk round to the other point and put a bait out from there, realistically. Which gives me a little bit more of a look about, really. So you can sort of spread it around in a little bay behind you, because there is another. I'll walk a bit further back up here, but keep looking that way. You'll see there's a sort of mini point that I'm fishing in front of, and it goes into a bay, and I absolutely love that bay. Really, really do. The sun is a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Yeah, my rod tips, you might notice they're not what I normally do, mainly because the wind was so strong I couldn't manage to stop the consistent bleeping, so I've abandoned that idea. But yeah, they're sort of tips under the water, stop the problem out. That's the point I'm fishing out to. Let's see if we can zoom across to it. Yeah, you can see the zoom it out there, a little bit right. See, opposite there's a swim, and that's the little sort of bay swim you get out there, and they absolutely love that bay area. So I think they come out and go around that point. It's not 100%, but that's what they do. Excuse me. And it look nice. Right, zoom back. There we go. So we've done that. We've been around there. We've put a little bit of bait out. We've cast a couple of single hook baits out over there. Playing around with the Spotted Fins Active Gel this weekend, which I think will be quite interesting over there. Nice little gentle flick out over there. Yeah, with a little bit of a traction as they come around that corner. See if we can get them to go down. Get up those baits and see. But yeah, we're we can do 3 nights, but we'll just see how things go and see how busy it is and see what occurs realistically. It is it's starting to fish a lot better now, but the fish are sort of quite well spread out where people are catching them from. That's okay. I'm busy rattling around a little bit. I've made sure I've got the doors pegged down and everything properly, and yeah, it should be okay really. Right, time for a coffee so I don't cough all over the place again. None of that, do you really? No, not at all. Not at all. I don't suppose you'll see, but I'm actually now getting hail falling out of the sky. I was thinking this weekend wasn't going to be quite as bizarre as last weekend. However, I think I'm a little bit wrong about that. Strange. I'm sitting here with the mozzie panels wide open. Bit too hot. Zoom out. See, there you go, mozzie panels. Sit right back. See, I'm sitting like this, nicely back here. And, yeah. Mozzie panels open. Well, we've had the odd little rain shower. But, say, hail's coming out of the sky then. I tell you what, there's a definite chill in that wind at the moment. I know it's supposed to go to the northwest, but that's supposed to be tomorrow. You know, maybe this weather front has sort of gone a little bit more north, and we're getting the tail end of something. It's swinging around a little bit. Don't know. Just have to see and hope, and yeah, just hope we're hope in the right place really. Not what you can do. I can move, but the only place I'd move to is sort of where Ian was last week. It's sort of quite sheltered the back of the wind as well, but as I say, it's nice to break things up a little bit and have a little bit of a play. I must say, when May arrives, I'm going to be heading down the bottom lake a little bit more, trying to get myself on there. May seems to be the time for that one. Just keeping away from there at the moment, and just suddenly slip down there when I come back. Probably try and get down there the first trip after this one, I think. Take it from there really. Right, well, I suppose it's been a pleasant up until now really, but yeah, last thing you need is bouncing hailstones all over the place. Amazing really. Rightio. There we go. Nice 20. That'll do me. Happy with that. Actually saw it top about 45 minutes before the rod ripped off. Quite impressed with that one. Happy. Hey, really good. That will do me, won't it? That will do me. Can't argue with that, can you? Nice 20-pound airfield Lake Common. Masala wafter with a bit of masala active dip over it. Oh, active gel, that's it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Rightio. Well, good morning from a very wet bivvy, really. And I've seen I've had a fish, so we're quite happy about that. I thought I might catch another one. I did hear another one top in the night, but the problem is because I'm obviously on this sort of spit between here and another lake, it could necessarily be behind me. I don't really know. But, haven't not really 100% sure. I haven't seen anyone else. Don't know if anyone else is around at all whatsoever, to be honest with you. I haven't really been out. Just pop out of the loo, and that's about it really. But yeah, so looks like it's going to be a wet one today. Not a lot we can do really about that. I was quite surprised. It's not supposed to rain. It looks like it's actually going to rain all day. It's a bit of a shame. I've got the old with her oven with me, and yeah, I might see if I can get it set up in the doorway. Actually, at one point, I did want to have my lunch, sort of, have some food about lunchtime, and just have to see how this rain progresses. It seems to have sort of been dragged up a little bit more from a different direction, and yeah, there should have been a little light shower earlier this morning, and it was well, this until way after lunch today. But there we go. Anyway, you can see where I'm fishing over there. It's sort of zooming a little bit. That's the point I'm fishing to. Yeah. A little bit to the left, where I sort of put one rod. And the fish come from that bay out there, or they come along from the far margin over there and cut across or something. There's a plateau in the middle of this lake, which is very shallow. I don't very often come across that. They definitely use it as a, if you pick them up, they run that way, trying to sort of bump the hook off on the bar and things sometimes. It's a bit of a nightmare. But no, we're happy we had one fish. Can't argue with that. It's, yeah, it's a relief to finally catch one. It can be a little bit tricky on this lake, so it's good. As I said, I heard another one. I haven't seen anything at all this morning. I wasn't up that early. I did wake up early and then it started raining, so I just sort of, don't worry about it. And I must have just drifted off to sleep almost instantly, really. Unbelievable. Where I saw was about, I think it was about 15 minutes before I picked up the bait, but where I actually saw it top, just to the left of those snags over there, where that magpie's just flown up from, so I'm interested to see what's in front of those snags and things. They look pretty major, really, but I might have to have a rummage around at some point. Not while I'm fishing, maybe when I've packed up or something like that, don't know. But yeah, you may be able to hear, you may not be able to hear, but it's getting heavier now. So I'm going to stick the coffee pot on, another few cups of coffee, contemplate what I've got to do, see where we go. Yeah, I want to rebait that left-hand rod to make sure it's on the spot, but we're casting out at night, because I'm using back leads and things, it's can't really tell if it's in the right direction from here, realistically. There's a bit of wind when I recast last night, so I couldn't really tell then either. But, I shall see. Right, I better get myself woken up a little bit more before I start tinkering around doing stuff. I always found that's the best thing, if you're not quite awake, things go, you're not quite thinking and things go a little bit wrong. You've got to get it right the first time and muck around too much. So, here we go, really. Right. That'll be my Bluetooth speaker turning itself off. Righty-ho. So, yeah, it's like the bivvy bound today. I'll be watching a few films on Netflix. All we can do really today. Keep the old letterbox open, keep an eye on the swim. Don't hear anything else. And see where we go, really. Right. Well, the sun's going behind the clouds. Just had an absolute belting rumble of thunder. To the right of me, there's a huge, great big cloud bank creeping in. I've had a single bleep on the left-hand rod a little while ago, so there might be some signs of fish moving in and around there. Don't think there's any bird life. There's a few bits of bird life out there, but they seem to be all fairly sort of safe. Yeah, it's been a mixed bag this afternoon of sunshine and showers again. when them showers come down, it is blooming cold, I tell you. It's amazing, you know, it's in the bivvy, coat on. As soon as the sun comes out, it's back out the bivvy, and you know, take your coat off and hat off if it's too hot. It's yeah, been a strange one. I think the thunder may or may not just clip us, don't really know. Can't be too far away, I must admit. That was quite a clatter. We'll just have to see how tonight goes, realistically, really. Yeah, we shall see. We shall definitely see. Obviously, I've put my bait out this morning. Sat on that all day, just hoping it'll rattle off nicely a little bit later. Not sure if you can hear that, but that is thunder. Thunder rumbling in the distance. Wow. Oh well, that would be nice. I think it's localised realistically. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to a little bit of a tidy up, make sure everything's in that should be in, not in the doorway and getting wet or anything like that. And we'll take it from there, really. Right. Fingers crossed we bag another one tonight. There's a few fish been moving around this lake, that's one thing I can say today. Yeah, would be good to bag another one sometime tonight. If not, we'll just have to go through the old process again and top up the swim again. I know they're going to be around. They'll come in and feed here. Just gotta be patient and wait. Wow! Look at that, blue sky, sunny, absolutely gorgeous. I think it's going to be like this all day today. I need to check the forecast. But wow, yeah. Apart from a incident with a duck last night, that was my excitement all over and done with, really. We have to see where we go from today, what we actually do. Not really sure, to be fair. There was an unbelievable frost last night. In fact, my bucket that I use to pour water over the fish when I catch one, it's got ice in it, so that's a good old temperature drop last night. A little bit of mist blowing in the corner. Very beautiful. But yeah, I'll put some thought into what we do today. Not really sure. Don't know. Let's check the weather and see. I really do. But anyway, we shall see. We shall keep you posted, and we'll come back to you later what we end up doing, really. Well, it's another cold one. There's frost on the ground, there's frost on the rods, and mist is on the water. Assume there's a misty roof of the bivvy and frozen bits and pieces. I see the white up there. Unbelievable. Well, it's another cold one. There's frost on the ground, there's frost on the rods, and mist is on the water. Assume there's a misty roof of the bivvy and frozen bits and pieces. I see the white up there. Unbelievable. Well, it's definitely frost on the roof. There's a nice bucket down there. Chinese fell over them. It's full of ice. Frosty white ground around. There we go. Not a bleep, not a thing. It's looking fantastic over there. I'll zoom in a little bit. Misty waters. There we go. Not a touch, not a bleep. Nothing for me. Nothing at all. Unbelievable. But there we go. Oh, I'm back in the bivvy now. It's cold out there. Not much wind, but it's cold out there. This is looking absolutely wonderful, swirling around. Our Carpy cat was on, and yeah, nothing. Not a bleep last night. Amazing. I think the guy on the far point over there had another one the early hours this morning, so they're about. They're in here, they're feeding, but I think he's sort of intercepting them nicely if they come out of the gap. So that's pretty good going, really. Looks things I was quite lucky the first night. I don't know. Don't really know. So it is what it is. It's been an enjoyable couple of days sitting out on here. And looking at this lovely view. Spring coming into life. Really, really nice. So we'll see where we've what we got. Yeah, we're 2 weeks off now. Not back until like the 29th of April, so teetering on the edge of May, to be fair, and they start spawning here. We call it spawning month because they sort of generally spawn randomly all through the month of May, and I mean randomly. It can be they can just spawn one day and they might be spawning the next day. One part of the complex will be spawning and the other lakes won't be, and it's a nightmare trying to avoid it, really. I sort of learnt over the years that it's pointless just pulling off until they're finished sorting themselves out, because they might spawn for 12 hours and then they won't spawn for another week. They just carry on doing what they're going to do. So we just sort of try and keep away from where they are spawning and go on different lakes and move around. Just love watching those mist swirl and things, don't you? It's absolutely gorgeous. Zoom in a bit and see if we can watch it for a little bit. I don't know how well it's going to come out, really. The sunlight rays coming through there now. Looking absolutely gorgeous. There we go. Well, I got to start packing up and heading off. Family fun coming up for a couple of weeks. It's going to be nice. Dad's down, kids are off, wife's off for bits and pieces here, there and everywhere. So it's going to be good. I'm not quite sure when we're going to end up. We're not going away just yet, but we might end up going away somewhere. Long weekend or something, I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's going to be a good bit of fun anyway. Get out there, enjoy ourselves. The kids will be dying to get to the beach because they want to go to the beach permanently, regardless of the weather. Get dragged out for the odd walk. Oh, we'll see, really. Should be good. Right, I am going to have that cup of coffee before it starts making too much noise. And yeah, I'll love you and leave you, and catch up with you soon. Good luck if you're on the bank. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Please comment, because it does help me understand whether I'm doing things right, whether I'm doing things wrong, how I can improve things. And yeah, do what I can do, really, isn't it? Right, as you're out there, go catch a lump.